Jason lived alone on the edge of human space. His small station hung like a lonely jewel among asteroids, far from the bustling colonies near the inner planets. People rarely came here, and Jason liked it that way. He preferred the quiet hum of machines to the chatter of humans. His days were spent repairing equipment, salvaging parts, and testing engines. It was a simple life, one that gave him comfort, until the day he saw something that changed everything. While scanning the asteroid belt for scrap metal, Jason noticed a strange signal. It wasn't human, and it wasn't like anything he had seen before. The readings showed a ship drifting badly off course, moving without control. He squinted at the screen. The design was elegant, smooth, unlike any human vessel. Its hull shimmered faintly with an iridescent light. Jason felt a sudden thrill of curiosity. Whoever or whatever was inside, they needed help. He quickly activated his small shuttle and guided it toward the disabled ship. As he approached, the details became clearer. The ship was heavily damaged. Sections of its hull were bent, and strange energy lines flickered and died. Jason's mind raced. If the ship's systems failed completely, whoever was inside might not survive. He docked carefully, matching his shuttle's small airlock to the alien vessel. The door hissed open, and Jason stepped into a dimly lit corridor. The walls glowed with faint patterns, alien symbols that pulsed softly. Then he saw her. A figure stood near the control panel. A woman, or at least humanoid, but her features were unlike anything Jason had ever seen. Her skin was pale with a faint silver tint, and her eyes were large, shimmering like polished gems. She wore a suit that seemed alive, moving slightly as she adjusted to her motions. A crown-like ornament rested lightly on her head. She noticed him immediately, and her expression was calm but alert. "Who are you?" she asked in perfect basic, though her voice carried a musical lilt. "I'm Jason. I saw your ship drifting." "I can help," he said carefully. He did not want to alarm her. She studied him silently for a moment. Then, with a small nod, she said, "I am Princess Lyra of the Veyari Empire. My ship, it is damaged. I cannot leave this place on my own." Jason's heart raced. A princess? And here she was, stranded in human space. "I can fix it. But I need to see all systems," he said. "I'm good with machines. Give me a chance." Lyra hesitated but stepped aside. Jason immediately went to work. He examined the ship's interface, scanning its alien circuits and energy cores. They were unlike anything human engineers had built. He frowned, touching panels that responded to his hands in unexpected ways. It was tricky, delicate work. One wrong touch could overload the ship completely. But Jason had always loved challenges, and this was the greatest he had ever faced. As he worked, Lyra watched. She had expected humans to be crude, perhaps careless. Yet here was a man carefully studying her ship, adapting quickly, understanding systems she thought only her engineers could manage. A spark of respect grew inside her. Hours passed, and Jason adjusted panels, rerouted power, and calibrated alien engines with careful precision. He was sweating, exhausted, but he did not stop. The ship was responding. Lights stabilized. The hum of the engines grew stronger. Suddenly, alarms blared. Jason's console blinked. "Pirates," Lyra whispered, tension sharp in her voice. "They have detected my ship. They will take it if we do not move fast." Jason's mind worked quickly. The pirates were notorious, known for attacking small ships and stealing anything valuable. He had to finish repairs, but they could not wait for perfection. Improvisation was the only choice. He adjusted the auxiliary thrusters, connecting power lines in ways he had never tried before. Lyra's eyes widened. "You're adapting our technology?" "I have to," Jason said. "Hold on." The ship shuddered as he activated the temporary propulsion system. Sparks flew and the corridor shook. Lyra gripped a rail to keep her balance. Jason guided her to the control console. "You can take it from here," he said, voice tense. "Use this boost to escape. Then I'll finish the rest remotely if I can." Lyra's hands moved with grace and speed, learning quickly. Jason had given her enough control to get away, but it was risky. They both knew it. The ship lurched forward, engines roaring as the pirates closed in. For a tense few moments, it seemed they might be too late. Then, with a sudden burst of power, the ship shot forward, leaving the danger behind. Jason exhaled. He had done it. Lyra's ship was alive again, and she was safe. She turned to him, eyes wide with a mixture of awe and gratitude. "You saved me." You are unlike any human I have met. Jason shrugged, feeling both pride and surprise. I just know my machines. Yours are different but not impossible. Lyra smiled faintly. Impossible is what we often assume about humans. Yet here you are, proving otherwise. For a moment, the two of them simply looked at each other. Jason felt something unfamiliar, a sense of connection, of importance beyond his quiet station. Lyra, who had faced war and danger before, felt curiosity and admiration for this human who had risked everything for her. Before she left, Lyra reached into a compartment and produced a small device. It shimmered with alien light. Take this, she said. It is a token of trust. It will help you, should our paths cross again. Jason accepted it, turning it over in his hands. He could not yet understand it fully, but he felt its power and its weight. I don't know how to repay you, he said. Perhaps you already have, Lyra replied. Her voice carried warmth yet also authority. She stepped into the cockpit, her hands flying over the controls. Jason watched as the ship slowly rose from the docking bay, engines glowing, systems stabilizing under her command. As the ship floated away, Jason realized that his life had changed. Something larger than his station, larger than human space, had reached out to him, and for the first time in years he felt excitement, anticipation, and the possibility of adventure beyond anything he had known. Lyra's ship disappeared into the distance, leaving Jason alone but not lonely. The device in his hand glowed softly, a reminder of the connection between human and alien, courage and respect, and the potential of what could happen when two worlds met. He returned to his shuttle, examining the alien technology carefully. It was beyond human science, yet somehow understandable, and he knew without fully knowing why that this encounter was only the beginning. Whatever repayment Lyra had promised would be something beyond his imagination. For now he prepared his station for the nights ahead, watching the stars and thinking about the unexpected ways life could change, even for someone who lived quietly among the asteroids. And somewhere far away, Princess Lyra smiled as her ship moved through the void. She would remember this human. She would remember his courage. And she would keep her promise, though Jason could not yet imagine what it would mean. Days passed in the quiet of his station, yet Jason could not stop thinking about Princess Lyra. The small device she had left him glimmered faintly on his workbench, a constant reminder of the extraordinary encounter. He studied it carefully, turning it over in his hands. The symbols on it shifted slightly as he moved it, responding to his touch in ways that defied human logic. He did not fully understand it, but he sensed its potential. It was a gift, yes, but also a challenge. Jason tried to return to his usual routines, repairing engines and testing equipment, but everything felt different. He had faced danger and succeeded. He had worked alongside someone far beyond human experience, and she had trusted him. That trust weighed on him now, in a way that made the quiet days of solitude feel smaller, limited. Then, without warning, her ship appeared again in the station's viewports. Jason's heart raced. It was her. Lyra had returned. She docked with grace, the engines humming softly as the bay doors opened. Jason hurried to meet her, unsure what to expect. Lyra stepped out, her expression calm but warm. Jason, she said, her voice carrying a melody he would not forget. I promised you a repayment. I intend to keep it. Jason blinked. I don't understand. I fixed your ship. You're safe. That's enough. Lyra shook her head. In my empire, those who save a member of the royal family are honored. You have risked your life for me. That cannot go without recognition. She gestured to the device in his hand. This is only the beginning. I wish to offer you more than thanks. I wish to offer knowledge, access to my people's technology, and a chance to see the galaxy in ways few humans ever will. Jason felt a mixture of awe and hesitation. I'm just me. I repair ships. I don't know anything about traveling across the stars with aliens or using your technology. Lyra smiled faintly. That is why I am here. To guide you. To teach you. To ensure that your courage and ingenuity are honored, not wasted. Over the next several days, Jason and Lyra worked together. She guided him through the alien systems, explaining principles that humans had never discovered. He adapted quickly, using his practical knowledge to apply her lessons in ways even she had not expected. Together they improved the ship's systems, merging human and Viari technology. Jason learned about propulsion methods, energy manipulation, and defensive shields that could withstand attacks no human ship could survive. The process was not without challenges. Jason made mistakes, miscalculating energy flows and causing minor sparks to shoot across the consoles. Lyra remained patient, correcting him gently, never mocking, always encouraging. Jason was surprised by the respect she showed him. He had expected an alien princess to be proud and distant, but she treated him as a partner, a teammate, even a friend. Then, news arrived. Sensors on the ship detected the pirates who had tried to capture Lyra before. They had not given up. They were regrouping, planning attacks on nearby human settlements. Jason felt a surge of determination. This was his chance to use what he had learned, to prove that humans could face challenges beyond their usual limits. Lyra studied him closely. "Are you ready?" she asked. "I am," Jason said, gripping the console. "We can stop them." They set out together using the knowledge they had combined to anticipate the pirates' moves. Jason suggested tactics combining human unpredictability with Veyari technology. Lyra implemented the plans, her ship maneuvering gracefully through asteroid fields and narrow corridors of space. When they finally encountered the pirates, it was intense. The enemy ships attacked in formation, expecting humans and one alien to be easily outmatched. But Jason's strategies were clever. He suggested traps, false signals, and energy diversions that confused the attackers. Lyra's ship, enhanced by their combined efforts, moved with unmatched speed and precision. The battle was short but decisive. The pirates were forced to retreat, their ships damaged and morale broken. Jason and Lyra had not only survived, they had proven that humans with courage and intelligence could face the galaxy's challenges. Lyra looked at him, her eyes shining. "You are extraordinary, Jason, more than I expected, more than any one of my people could imagine." Jason felt a rush of pride and relief. I did what I could." "You did far more," Lyra said. "And for that I must repay you fully." She led him back to her ship's main chamber. "I offer you a place by my side," she explained. "Not just as a friend, but as an advisor, as a partner. The Veyari Empire recognizes talent, courage, and honor. You have all three. You may travel with me, learn more, and be part of something greater than any single human station." Jason's mind whirled. He had never imagined such a life. The quiet days among asteroids, the solitary hours of repairing machines, they all seemed so small now. He realized that he had wanted something more, even if he had not known it. Here was adventure, danger, discovery, and recognition beyond what he could have dreamed. He looked at Lyra, feeling a deep respect and growing friendship. I will go with you," he said finally. "I want to see what humans can do among the stars. I want to learn, to help, to be useful." Lyra smiled, the faint glow of the ship reflecting in her eyes. "Then it is settled. Together we will face whatever comes next. Together humans and Veyari may accomplish far more than either could alone." As they prepared for departure, Jason took one last look at his station. It had been his home for so long, but he knew it would never feel like home again. The galaxy was calling, full of unknown worlds, unknown dangers, and unknown allies. And for the first time he was ready. The engines of Lyra's ship ignited, glowing with the combined power of human adaptation and Veyari brilliance. Jason felt the vibration under his feet, the thrill of speed, and the promise of adventure. He looked at Lyra and she nodded. They launched into the void, leaving the familiar behind. Stars stretched out endlessly ahead, glittering with possibilities. Jason realized that humanity had more strength than the galaxy expected. With courage, intelligence, and collaboration, humans could rise to challenges that no one anticipated. Lyra's presence beside him was a constant reminder of that truth. She had trusted him, and in return he had proven the worth of humans. Together they would face unknown worlds, unknown threats, and unknown discoveries. And somewhere deep inside, Jason knew that this was only the beginning of a story far larger than himself. A story where humans could shine among the stars. The galaxy was vast, mysterious, and beautiful. And for the first time, Jason felt he belonged, not to a station, not to a single planet, but to the endless adventure waiting among the stars. As the ship sped forward, Jason felt a sense of hope, pride, and excitement unlike anything he had ever known. The repayment of a princess had been unexpected, yes, but more than that, it had opened the door to the impossible. Together they would explore it, master it, and show the galaxy that humans could achieve far more than anyone imagined.